So, hello everyone. It's nice to start first, and thank you, Saurabh, for remembering that I had a good topic. So, last week I was talking about the book Dream Giver, and this book it was like a tongue twister when I started reading it initially. So, it was something about nobody called Ordinary who lived in the land of familiar. So I'm just going to give you an introduction of how this ordinary guy was. So he basically had a good job and he lived a good, decent life in the land of familiar. So he had the job that he went to on a daily basis and came back home and had the same dinner. Pretty much his life was just the same. It was just balanced. But someday, I mean, he had a small nagging in his heart saying that, this is not just what he was meant for, and he had something great to do. And then he realized that, that, that he was not just born for this much. And he kept thinking about it for a very long time. And he just was sleeping and he woke up with a jolt and he realized that there was a white feather on his windowsill. And he saw that and he realized that only the dream giver gives this feather to those who have a big dream in the land of familiar. And he used to sit in front of a box on a daily basis on his couch, watch that box where there were so many nobodies who were very mesmerizing to him. So I think we can pretty much relate to what I'm trying to say, because there are so many of us who do this. We come and sit in the box. The box is our TV, and we just relax after the job that we come back from. And but this ordinary wanted, I mean, he started dreaming big. And one day uh, he went to his father and he told his father about the dream that he had. And he thought his father would laugh because he would have had an experience with his friend while he shared his dream. But his father said he was not surprised, and because he kept building that dream while he was a child right in front of that place where he grew up. And his father says that he also adds saying that there was the same feather that he had when he was a child, I mean when he was a young man. But he thought, okay, he will pursue that dream someday, but it did not happen. Because so many of us, no, not just us, I mean so many of people around, they have a dream, but very few embrace and pursue the dream. And this ordinary expressed his emotions. And later his dad said that, I had the same feather, but it became, I mean, it was covered with dust because that he didn't pursue the dream. So he hugged him and he says that, please pursue it, don't leave it there. Very few of us get such parents as well. And this guy ordinary goes back to his home with a lot of energy. And he starts to face a lot of challenges. He starts to embrace changes, and he starts to learn new things. And he goes to his best friend and he says that, he's deciding to just pursue his dream. And his best friend stops him and asks him, like, are you sure? Because if you leave that, I mean, if you want to pursue your dreams, you have to leave this familiar land, and you're so comfortable here, why should you do that? And ordinary says, I'm sure, I don't want to, I mean, I know I have to face a lot of things going forward, but I have the passion in me to pursue my dream. So I will talk the next part of what ordinary did to come out of his comfort zone and achieve his big dream in the next part.
That is amazing conclusion, Sana. You created a Bahubali part 2 now.
Yeah,
Because I know
sequels.
sequel. The next part is superbly awesome because I've read that book. It's insanely awesome. If someone is really fighting for his dreams or aspirations or struggling somewhere, you will really find the crux here because you will see your life has been shared in that book exactly as it is. Okay, Prakash, you can go ahead.
Yeah. Let me switch on my video.
Perfect. Spotlight. Go ahead, Prakash. And also, whoever is speaking, please introduce yourself as well so that everyone would know who you are.
Myself Prakash. I'm based out of Pune city, and I'm working as a software developer, basically full stack .NET developer, as one of the MNC in the finance domain from last 12 years. So today I'm going to talk about the book which I am reading, that is Rich Dad Poor Dad, and I want to discuss about the two important things, that is asset and liabilities. So in order to manage our money properly, we should be knowing about what is the difference, exactly the difference between asset and liabilities. So as per the Robert Kiyosaki, whatever he says asset is something that puts money into your pocket, whereas liabilities are something that takes money out of your pocket. Okay, so this will definitely clear your definition of how you, seeing at the things, what are the exactly liabilities and what are the exactly assets. Okay, so let me share one of the my experience, my personal experience. Okay, so whenever I was discussing with many people, when I wanted to buy a home in Pune, okay, most of the things, most of the people were saying that this is the most important thing in your life, and that is one of the thing, that is your asset, one of the greatest asset you will be having in your life. Okay, but what happened while purchasing that house? What happened is that I paid a big amount as my down payment. Means whatever I have money, I paid that. Okay. And then to fulfill the whole price of that house, what I did is that I took a loan from another lender. Okay. So what happened in this case is that, so I spent a lot of money there. I took a home loan, and after buying a home, I started paying for that home loan EMIs. So what happened here is that, so I lost my money, as well as I have to pay for those EMIs every month. What it took me into a more burden than earning anything. That is what. So it was taking money every month from my pocket, and I was just frustrating. Like I paid all of my money, and as well as every month I have to pay the EMI. So so the so I understood that it was a myth that home is your greatest asset, that people were saying actually. Okay, so what happened that it went into a wrong thing. Like the there was nothing in like income from that home, because say for example, on the very next day I lose my job. From where I will be getting that money to pay the EMIs? I will not have. I'll have to sell my home, because I don't have money to pay the EMIs. That is the greatest myth. So what we need to understand is that we need to invest in something that will give some returns in the long term. Okay, so say for example, we are every Saturday we are investing some small amount of money in PIM. Okay, so what we are getting return out of that, we are getting personal growth that will be lasting forever with us. That is what I will say, that is one of the greatest asset we can earn. Another thing in terms of money is that you can you can buy something that will start putting money into your pocket. Say for example, you buy mutual funds, you buy some properties. So ultimately, for those properties, you can give it on rent, so that you will start get some returns out of it. So we need to understand, it is very important to understand what the asset and what the liabilities are. So one of the uh, one more experience I'll share is that, I don't know, but when I was discussing with many of the people regarding buying a car. Most of the people were saying that car is your depreciating asset. Okay, so when I was going through this book, then I came to understand that I'm spending money on the car, and that is not, the value of the car is never going to be appreciated. So how these guys were saying that this is depreciating asset, even it was not an asset, it should not be counted as your asset, because it will not give anything in return to you. So that is what I want to say, that in order to become wealthy and rich, you need to understand what is the difference between asset and liability. So thank you very much. Over to you, Kiran.
Awesome, Prakash. Wonderful. I think it's the most important topic which Prakash shared, and the book beautifully covers with the cash flow diagram in second. I think it's the second chapter, right, Prakash? It's Why Financial Literacy. I think the chapter name.
Yes, correct.
Yeah, and beautifully it covers, because main intention is that to really be aware of it, because if you're aware of it, we can convert liabilities to asset as well, and that is where the real mind comes behind it. So wonderful sharing, Prakash.
Awesome. Good evening, everyone. My name is Saurabh Sharma. I'm from Ambala, Haryana, and I work in Mohali, Punjab at Open Access Technology as a project lead, and I'm working there since past 11 years. So my topic is from a book, The Magic of Thinking Big, and it's very first chapter, Believe you can succeed and you will. So behind every success, the root or the base of that success is your belief. If you're not able to believe that you can do it, then you will never do it. Okay, you can find numerous reasons that you cannot do it. This is the main idea behind, or main lesson from this chapter. So one of the good story that I really liked from this chapter was about a lady who wanted to start a mobile business with a very small investment she had. So the moment she had the idea, she had belief, and she shared that belief with her friends, her associates. And as Vijay told, that when you have dream, your friends and family are the first one to pull you down. So what happened? Their friend and relative, they just told her, no, this is a very impossible dream. You cannot do it. You don't have experience of it, and told her all the negativity that could stray her away of that path. But she had the utmost belief that this would work, and with this belief, she jumped into it, and she became very successful. So, in terms of what we say, that our brain, it has two kind of thoughts. One, it leads us to positive side, and one, it can lead us to negative side. If our mindset has become negative, then there is nothing we can do to make our work successful. It will fail all the time, because we have the failure mindset in our with us. And if we are thinking about success, then it will definitely work, because we know we have the power of belief to make it working. So, to summarize the main two or three points of this chapter is, you have to think about success, never think about failure. How hard maybe the situation, or how tough the challenge is, you must always think of success. You must believe that this will work. So that would give you working motivation to make it work. And always remind yourself that you are better than you think you are. Okay? So because our main mindset is to find fault in others as well as ourselves. So we just need to make ourselves remind that everyone is good, and we ourselves are better than we think we are. And most important and at most of all, believe big and believe in your dreams. Thank you.
Wonderful. A dot in time. Amazing, Saurabh. Beautifully covered the points with examples and then summarized as well. Superbly covered. Wonderful, Saurabh. Thank you so much.
Good evening, everyone. Myself Rohit, and I'm just covering this topic from the book, Magic of Thinking book, big. So there is this chapter, you are what you think you are, basically. So I just read this chapter, and I thought of couple of points that I will share with you guys. So in this chapter, he talks about like how your thinking shapes your mind. Okay, so what you think about yourself ultimately becomes your reality. Okay, so the author described 4 points which help you to understand this concept in a better way. So first point is that you should look important. It will help you to think important. Okay, so in this in this subtopic, he talks about your dressing styles, your appearance, basically how it shapes your mind, how it shapes your reality, basically. So let's say if you are going for an interview, or if you are going for a presentation, and if you are not dressed well, it will not show you confidence. It will not give you confidence to speak up to the mark, correct? So lots of seminar or interview or any presentation, you see that people are they are dressed really well, correct? So this is how your dressing style, or your appearance makes things different. Let's say if you're going for a store, there is one more example, and if you're going for a store and you are not dressed well, maybe this salesman who is there, they will not greet you with how may I help you, sir. Maybe they will say, okay, what do you want, like that, right? Or maybe there is one more person who is dressed well, and he is just tie, all those things are there. It is most probably sure that the salesman will ask him that how may I help you, sir, correct? So this is the reality, that your appearance, your dressing style, dressing sense, all those things shapes your reality and your who you are, basically, right? There is one more point. There are basically 4 points. So second point is that think your work is important. Like whatever you're doing, maybe it's a small work, it's a big work, whatever you're doing, you should think this, that is as it is a important work, okay? Because in our Indian tradition, or in our culture, there is saying like कोई भी काम छोटा या बड़ा नहीं होता, right? So आप जो भी काम कर रहे हैं, whatever you're doing, that is your worship, basically. Work is worship. So you should consider your work as a worship. You should think of it as important thing, right? Because if you are not thinking about your work as an important task, maybe you will not be able to evolve further in that field, correct? Because I will give you one example that author has also given in the book, that there was 3 workers who were working in a building. One of them, like someone asked to them, what you were doing? So one of them said that I am just stacking the bricks. Another one said that I am just earning 100 rupees per hour, right? And third one said this, I am building a building, big house, big building, right? So this is the reality of like how you think about your work, right? And third point is that give yourself a pep talk several times a day. So this is really important, because it will help you to boost up your confidence, okay? Let's say if I'm going to present some topic today, let's say Kiran asked me, so before going to present myself, I will just give a small pep talk to me, that saying that yeah, Rohit, you can do it, you can just make a good talk, like that, right? So this is small pep talks are very important, okay? So this is the third point. Fourth point is that upgrade your thoughts, upgrade your thinking, so that it will help you think important, right? So let's say you have some role model. Let's say Vijay ji is our role model, let's say, for example. So if you are facing some situation, let's say you are going or you are stuck to make some decision, or you are thinking that what should I do, should I go left or should I go right, like that. So you just think of him like what Vijay ji could have told us to do, right? So think of that way, right? So upgrade your thinking, just read some books, find some mentor, like that, and upgrade yourself. It will help you to think big, think important. Thank you. Over to you, Kiran.
Amazing, Rohit. Really missed your talk for last 2 weeks. I'm super excited so that you could speak today.
sorry. Actually, I was too busy, and I
understand.
could not give much time for myself now, but I'm back now. Yeah.
Awesome. Good to see you, Rohit. Wonderful talk here. Thank
Yeah.
you so much. Great.
So today I'm going to share some little deep topic and little emotional also. Okay, I'll just share some images. Just see if anything you don't want it. Okay, in that. So let me share it, and I hope you are able to see my screen.
Yes.
Okay. So just check if what you want or what you don't want. Okay, family, money, physical environment like friends, association, health, career, fun and recreation, personality development, skills, whatever skills you want to improve, leadership skills, people skills, whatever it is, spouse. Tough question, right? So probably if you ask me, I need all the 8 things.
Everything. I need everything.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So, okay, let me tell you a small story. I think last year from a movie called Mahanati, it's a Telugu movie. I think we have people across India. Let me share a small story of 1 minute. And Mahanati, it's a biopic of exterior actress in Andhra Pradesh, and her name is Savitri. Okay, her actual name is Mahanati Savitri, and she was born in a small village and small family, humble family, uh, lower middle class or something like that, I can say. And she went on. I think she went to the film industry in 1950s, okay, early 50s, I guess, when she was just 15 or 16. And slowly she became an actress, and her career was little good when she started. But going forward, after a few years, she became very famous. Okay, and all the exterior heroes like NTR, MGR, down south, directors used to wait for the dates of her for the heroes, but the heroes used to wait for the dates of this heroine, Mahanati Savitri. Okay, and she made huge money. She made huge wealth. She had a very big films, very huge films coming in, money, and she had a big bungalow, cars, jewels. She became so rich, so wealthy. You can't imagine coming from that background. Okay, so then she got married to a person called Gemini Ganeshan. She got 2 kids. Everything is well and happy, right? So after a while, there was some clash happened, okay, between Mahanadi Savitri and Jamni Ganeshan. And this clash started small, but going forward, it became very big. And they both got separated. After they got separated, she was very upset and her relationship went for a toss. And she started drinking habits. Because of that, her health got deteriorated slowly. Because of that, she put on weight and her film offers went on reducing. So after a few years, she became bankrupt. She started losing all her friends, and people started ditching her. She started losing all the money, all the wealth, all the assets. And I think at the age of 45, she passed away. Just 45. When she passed away, she had nothing. Okay. So why did I tell this? Okay. I just share a small screen here again. So there are 8 spokes, okay, which Vijay has shared with us. So now my question is, can we rate on a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being the highest, how Savitri, Mahanadi Savitri actually passed in 1 to 10, okay, in her career, in money, in health? Because I'm not sure. It was like a up and came down. So I don't know how much to rate. I'm actually confused on a rate of 1 to 10 in all these areas because she had all these areas, went up and came down. Okay. So these 8 wheels are so important to us as well. We can also think my homework now is then I started to think how much I will rate now. Okay, forget about her. We had heard so many such stories. Out of 1 to 10, how can I rate in career part, in money part, or in relationship part? See, like, what is the use if you make all the money, you have all the money with you, but the relationship is not good? What if you have the family, but you don't have any money? If you think, okay, I can make all the wealth in the world after 20 years, then I spend time with family, do you think you'll have enough energy left? Or do you think even your family will be there with you after 20 years waiting for you? Okay, so these 8 spokes are really very crucial to balance it. And after I figured out where the gap is for me, that's when I got in touch with Kiran and Vijay, the Speak Impact Mentorship, because I wanted to improve my leadership skills. I wanted to improve my relationship skills. It's a work in progress, right? So yeah, like this is what I wanted to share about the very crucial part. So the main motto is not to put ourselves into regret or that move, but negative move, but have to figure out how to move forward, how to fill the gap, if any, and find a solution. Okay, yeah, this is what I wanted to share. Thanks. Kiran.
Wonderful, Karthik. As usual, you're super creative with all presentations and pictures, and I'll never imagine you start the show with like that. What would people don't want? Now everything people would want that only. वही चाहिए मुझे. Good, wonderful, wonderful story, yaar. Even in fact, Mahanati movie, I was thinking to watch now. After Karthik shared the story, I'll go and watch sometime later again. Wonderful, man. Thank you so much for sharing, Karthik.
Yeah, thanks, Kiran.
Great. I think just to add on with Karthik topic, we have amazing story connected to that. So I think Bhushan will be the right person to cover. Bhushan, if you're online, you can go with your topic.
जाता है वो कभी पूरे नहीं हो पाते. Okay, so I had the same thing. I mean, I am also dreamer actually. I wanted to do so many things in my life, And after yesterday, I thought I will get the job and I fulfill my all dream. And after job also, I spent 5 years. Uh, I started to realize it could not be fulfilled, maybe. Okay, but I was not clear कि मेरा वो जो मैं ड्रीम है मेरा, वो मैं उसके लिए कितना पैसा चाहिए मेरे को, मुझे करना क्या है. जस्ट माइंड में होता है कि यार हो जाएगा एक दिन, राइट. लेकिन जब मैं पीक इम्पैक्ट मेंटरशिप से कनेक्ट हुआ और विजय जी से कनेक्ट हुआ, किरण से कनेक्ट हुआ, एंड देन उन्होंने मुझे बताया कि अपने जो ड्रीम है, सपने तो सबके पास होते हैं, लेकिन क्या तुमने कभी उसके बारे में सोचा है, कभी बैठ के लिखा है कि उसके लिए करना क्या पड़ेगा, कभी सोचा है कि उसके लिए कितना पैसा चाहिए. एंड जब मैंने अपना लिस्ट बनाया अपने ड्रीम के, तो आई वाज शॉक्ड कि मेरे जो सपने इतने बड़े हैं. आई मीन मैंने जो कैलकुलेट किया, तो मेरे सपनों का जो ड्रीम के अमाउंट है वो 20 करोड़ प्लस. देन आई शॉक्ड मैन कि इतना पैसा चाहिए और मैं क्या कर रहा हूँ, राइट. तो वो सपने की बात है. देन फिर मैंने कनेक्टेड विद विजय, एंड मैंने पूछा भी कि मुझे क्या करना चाहिए, एंड दे सजेस्टेड मी, एंड आई आल्सो स्टार्टेड टू डू समथिंग फॉर माय ड्रीम. सो द ड्रीम लिस्ट, हमारे माइंड में हम लोग सोचते बहुत हैं, बट हमें पता नहीं होता रियलिटी में हमारे पास क्या है. और जब तक रियलिटी में होता है तो पूरी लाइफ निकल जाएगी, और जब एक सिर्फ हमारे पास पछताने के अलावा कुछ नहीं रह जाता है लाइफ में. तो ड्रीम इज द वेरी वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट, बट उसके पहले आपको पता होना चाहिए कि उसकी रियलिटी क्या है, उसका अमाउंट क्या है. और ड्रीम इज समथिंग लाइक कि सभी के पास ड्रीम होता है, बट धीरे धीरे हम लोग उसे भूल जाते हैं, राइट. बहुत सारे लोग बोलते हैं कि मेरे पास ड्रीम नहीं है. बिलीव में, यदि आपके सामने से मर्सिडीज निकल जाती है, राइट, और आप उसे देखकर आप दिल में ये लगता है कि काश ये मेरे पास होता, या आप किसी बड़े घर को देखते हो और आपकी फैमिली को लगता है यार काश ये मेरे पास हो, तो बिलीव मी फ्रेंड, यू हैव द ड्रीम. और सभी के पास ड्रीम होता है, बट हम लोग अपनी लाइफ कंप्रोमाइज करते जाते हैं और हम ही सोचते हैं कि ये मेरे लिए कभी बना ही नहीं. तो मेक योर ड्रीम लिस्ट एंड थिंक कि हमें चाहिए क्या. सबसे मोस्ट इंपॉर्टेंट है कि हमें अब कुछ ऐसे मास्टरमाइंड अलायंस के साथ रहना पड़ेगा. लेट्स से मैं जब किरण से मिला, विजय से मिला, वो आईआईटीएंस हैं, इनफ मनी आई मीन अर्न करते हैं जॉब से, ओके, बट उसके अलावा भी वो अपने ड्रीम के लिए फाइट कर रहे हैं. देन मुझे लगा कि ये लोग हैं जो मेरे जैसा सोचते हैं, मतलब मैं इनकी जैसा सोचूंगा तो मेरी ड्रीम पूरी हो सकती है. So that is the very very important, and we all have the potential. Only हम लोग अपनी सोच की वजह से छोड़ देते हैं कि आई मीन सोचना बंद कर देते हैं कि यार ये मेरे लिए भी है. एक लाइन है, मैंने पढ़ी थी हिंदी में कि घोंसले बनाने में इतने मशगूल हो गए कि पंख उड़ने को भी थे ये भूल गए. तो इन द सेंस कि जब हमारे पास थोड़ी डिग्री, थोड़े पैसे आ जाते हैं, तो हमें लगता है यार लाइफ इज सेट, अब हमें कुछ नहीं करना है. बट जबकि हमारे पास अनलिमिटेड पोटेंशियल है, और वो अनलिमिटेड पोटेंशियल और वो जो थिंकिंग को ड्रीम जो फॉलो करता है, वही 90% एंड 10% के बीच डिफरेंस करता है. तो थिंक अबाउट योर ड्रीम एंड राइट डाउन योर ड्रीम. सोचिए आपको चाहिए क्या. हम सबके पास एक ड्रीम है, अदरवाइज लाइफ में जब इस लाइफ को जब हमारा पूरा लाइफ खत्म हो जाएगा, आफ्टर 50, आफ्टर 60, राइट, हमारे पास सिर्फ पछताने के अलावा कुछ भी नहीं रह सकता है. एंड मोस्ट इंपॉर्टेंट थिंग इज our life is a very very important, very short. हमें लगता है कि बहुत बड़ा है, बट कभी इतना बड़ा है नहीं. ओके, जब हमारी लाइफ निकल जाएगी तो हमारे पास सिर्फ पछताने के अलावा कुछ नहीं बचेगा. एंड वन ऑफ द मोस्ट quote by Steve Jobs, it is very touching for me. I will read this. So remembering you are going to die is the best way I know to avoid the trap of thinking you have something to lose. You are already nagged. There is no reason not to follow your heart. So follow your heart. Think, write down your dream. Think about your dream. आपका जो दिल है वो क्या चाहता है. Forget about your mind. आपके पास क्या है, आपका दिल क्या चाहता है. आप भी इस दुनिया में कुछ करने के लिए आए. How much your potential for you and your family and your future and society and country. So that's why I wanted to share. to everyone. Hope मेरी बात किसी को भी लगेगी, टच होगी, और they will also, I mean, आप भी अपना ड्रीम जो भी है सर्च करके निकालोगे, and you will fight and you will achieve also. Thank you very much.
Amazing, Bhushan. Simply priceless. Because the reason I chose you for this topic, because I know Bhushan is one of the person who is very, very emotional about his dream. He lives his dream every single day and works so hard for it. And the best part is the emotions, right? कभी-कभी कुछ शब्द की जरूरत नहीं पड़ती. Body language is enough. Your body language will speak to people, and that is more than enough to communicate with people. Another way of communicating. Wonderful. In fact, just to add what Bhushan was telling, there's a chapter called Desire and Think and Grow Rich. बहुत लोगों को confusion होता है कि Desire chapter में पैसे के बारे में क्यों बोला यार, पैसा तो materialistic thing है. People, why should we focus on materialistic thing? So the explanation to that is pretty simple. I give to one of my friend, asked, Kiran, why are you running after money, let's say, and why can't we run directly to significance, skipping the money part of it? And I got a pretty good example to share. I'll just share with you all. Imagine you go to a restaurant and you love food, and you like, let's say you like biryani, or you like some paneer kebab, whatever your favorite dish is, and आपको बहुत पसंद है, तो आप जाते हो बहुत अच्छे रेस्टोरेंट में और ऑर्डर करते हो आप पनीर कबाब, एंड यू जस्ट ईट इट. एक प्लेट आपने खाया, पेट भरा नहीं अभी ना, एक और मंगाते हो, एक और लेके आओ, ऐसे मंगाते हो 2-3 अपने प्लेट पेल लिया आराम से. And the moment you get all this paneer kebab in your tummy, now already you're feeling full. And the moment you feel full, even if I give you 5-star hotel का पनीर कबाब, you will say नहीं यार नहीं, ये हो गया, I am enough, मेरे लिए पेट भर चुका है, मुझे और पनीर कबाब नहीं खाना है, मुझे कुछ और करना है. Same way, materialistic thing are also something like that. When you have some materialistic thing, when you achieve it, then you will really realize you don't need it. And when you don't need it, you will actually think of significance. But most of us, we are always struggle. हम लोग तो already फंसे पड़े हैं ये survival के materialistic thing पे. We are already struggling in that survival materialistic thing. If you don't come above it, then we won't be able to seek significance. It's very difficult for someone to go from survival struggles to directly significance. It is not impossible for sure, but it's very, very impractical and difficult when we all have coming from a humble background, having a lot of responsibilities in our hand. So wonderful sharing, Bhushan. And that is where Vijay promotes, and all these books, what we are promoting will make you to think more ideas, more creative, will give you more pressure in your mind. Ki what else? What could I do more to be free out of this trap? And that is where we can think more bigger. Thank you so much, Bhushan, for sharing this pretty important topic. So I'll start with my topic with an amazing question. Achha, what is leadership? Give me one word answer. Leadership का मतलब क्या है? एक word कौन देना चाहेगा? People can unmute and share.
Just it's a title.
Title, okay.
To lead a team.
Pardon? Build a team, okay.
And the front is example for others.
I couldn't hear. Come again.
Leading from the front and being example for others.
Be example. What else? Motivation. और किसी को ऐड करना है?
Respect.
Yeah. So I guess leadership is like a caretaker.
Caretaker. Okay. कोई और? Last response. Then I'll speak.
People started following.
People started following. Okay. I think you all are right. अच्छा, राजेंद्र जी भी बोलना चाहते हैं. राजेंद्र जी, आप कुछ ऐड करना चाहते हैं? Okay, cool. So all of you are, achha, Rajan ji again spoke, I missed out, no issues. So all of you are right. And John C. Maxwell says in his one of the leadership book, आपके सारे examples को मैं मिला के अगर बोलूं, leadership is nothing but influence. Simple as that, nothing more, nothing less, influence. Now influence के भी acronym है which will cover all of your points which you just covered. But my topic is not just influence, my topic is the levels of leadership. And the levels of leadership, something like that. People, whoever you talk to, they will respond to you based on the level of leadership you are in with them. Sometimes if you imagine you are in book club right now, many people are new right now. अगर आप बहुत नए हो इस book club में, बहुत लोग को मैं unknown होऊंगा. People will be unknown to me. People will be unknown to Karthik Sana. People will be unknown to Bhushan. People will be unknown to Vijay also. So for you, in this PIM, we are positional leader. If I am a coach at PIM, हाँ किरण को एक बंदा है बस, हाँ ठीक है थोड़ा सा ठीक ठाक बोल लेता है, that's it. That is the level of influence I will have on you as a position. And the next level of leadership comes is the permission level leadership. So the 5 level of leadership, the first one is position. Position comes with rights. So one example I give you, PIM example. Other example is that if your mom and dad are there, the moment you're born in your family, automatically dad becomes father. So father becomes a position right now. So it starts with position. You go to your corporate office, you know take up a new job. Maybe you're a software engineer. Now when you maybe crack a good interview in some good company, you become a senior software engineer. You get a title, and that title is a position. You go with the title thinking that you have a potential of leadership, because when you're offered a job offer in your company, the company thinks that your potential is to fulfill that particular title at least. So you're given a position, but that is not it starts with. It just starts with it, but it doesn't end with it. And that is the worst feeling, is that it is always wonderful place to start, but not a wonderful place to stay. आप पोजीशन से स्टार्ट तो करते हो, बट आप स्टे नहीं करोगे. And this is where I give everyone example. My favorite example is Bahubali. सबने मूवी देखा ही होगा, बाहुबली का मूवी. I know he comes with a position title कि वो बंदा already royal family से पैदा होता है. He gets the title of a leader. He gets the title of a king. But it didn't stop. वो रुकता नहीं उस title को lead करता है. So that is where the next level of leadership comes, is permission level leadership. So first is the rights, first is the position level leadership, next is the permission level leadership, which is where the key essential of leadership comes, is relationship. Now, if people don't like you, trust me, people won't like your idea. You can bring n number of ideas into your table, but अगर कोई भी बंदा आपको पसंद नहीं करता है, तो आपके idea को भी पसंद नहीं करेगा. Now, and if you want to become a charismatic person, you need to know how to build relationship with people, because that is where the next level of empathetic listening comes into the picture. हम लोग बहुत कुछ सीखते हैं. We learn skills of being a good listener. We learn skill of being a good, maybe good communicator, being an effective communicator. Where all these things comes, this position leadership, position के बाद जो permission leadership में आता है, this is when the key essential part comes into the picture. In your corporate, I'll tell you, there are multiple examples which Vijay also gives in a PM session. बहुत बार लोगों को problem रहता है लोगों से काम करवाने का ऑफिस में. Sometimes you feel so scared to tell few things about your boss कि यार ये काम हो नहीं पाएगा, and you feel alone in your maybe corporate life, or maybe if you have a team, people don't be transparent with you. लोग आपसे transparent नहीं होते. They are scared and they just do the work because you are higher rank in terms of your position in the corporate. You know what is missing there? The only thread is missing is relationship. And building relationship is the first key factor if you want to bring best out of people. Because अगर एक बार relationship build हो जाता है, and if you gain the trust from people, लोग आपके लिए काम करेंगे, company के लिए काम नहीं करते. Today in my corporate also, there's a guy called Balakrishna. I really admire his thought process and the guy. He's almost similar age group to me, but in the company he's been maybe 2 years senior to me in the company, and he works on the ground level. जब भी कोई नया बंदा आता है उससे रिलेशनशिप बनाता है, जस्ट लाइक ए न्यू फ्रेंड. जस्ट कोई जैसे अगर आप किसी से बाहर भी मिलते हो तो you build relationship. Exactly like that, he build relationship, pretty transparent in his talk. And then while building his relationship, he shows the work and he tells कि ऐसा करना है. And also sometimes when people are stuck, he also helps them and gives the recognition to other people. And that is the power of leader, right? If you help people to grow, they will do anything for you. And that is amazing thing which I have noticed also in the real life. So this is where the permission level of leadership comes into picture. Again, जब अगर बाहुबली का मूवी आप देख लो, उसमें भी क्या करता है बंदा, पहले पोजीशन मिलता है, उसके बाद उसके जो एटीट्यूड से वो लोगों का दिल जीतता है. He fights the battle with people. He lives for the people. When the title also goes off, still he works with people in the ground level, and people makes him a leader rather than he gets a position out of it. And that is amazing feeling if you can really create that feeling. So position is a start. If you become an IS officer, that is a start, very good start, because you have a potential to be a good leader. But if you don't follow the next level of leadership, then you will be stuck. You can never go up. And another beautiful part of this or this 5 levels of leadership is that every level will be independent of everyone. For example, if I am communicating with Bhushan, my level of leadership with Bhushan will be different than my level of leadership with Rohit Sharma. Why? Because Bhushan को मैं 2 साल से जानता हूँ. भूषण के साथ मेरी अच्छी बॉन्डिंग भी बन चुकी है. Bhushan has seen me working so hard. Bhushan has seen me producing results as well. And Bhushan and I have worked together also. And that is why the bonding is so high. Similarly, Karthik Sana, similarly Rohit, similarly Dilip Chachu, anyone. So people who are new right now with me, maybe for you, I may be just a position ki acha Kiran talks well. Maybe you'll just have a unemotional feeling for me. But if I start spending time with you, if I start understanding you, if you and I become a good friend, then the heart connects. And when the synergy happens, then the growth will be in multiplier. And that is where the beauty is, that the 5 levels of leadership is always independent of people. I may be at level 3 with Bhushan. I may be level 0 with Saurabh. I may be level 2 with Karthik. I may be level 4 with Dilip Chachu. I may be in any level. And the best part is that while you climb the level of leader, you will gain the level 1 and then you'll go to level 2. ऐसा डायरेक्टली लेवल 2 में जंप नहीं करने वाले हो. इफ यू थिंक कि यू कैन डायरेक्टली जंप विद लेवल 2, हो नहीं सकता, प्रैक्टिकली हो नहीं सकता. You will come with level 1 and then you go to level 2 and level 3. And level 3 is pretty interesting because this is something is so difficult to follow, because if you can do that, then most corporate में जो भी लोग होते हैं, they really follow the level 3 leadership is called production. If you're not producing results, if you're not bringing results, if you're not leading by example, if I'm a developer, if let's say if I'm a senior software developer or lead developer of a tech lead, अगर मैं लोगों की problem solve नहीं कर पाऊंगा उनके आमने सामने में, they won't take me as a leader. Maybe title में they will take it, but it doesn't matter. Imagine a CTO is there, but CTO is not spending time with you solving your problem, then his level of leadership with you will be very, very minimal. You will think that he's a CTO, but for you it doesn't matter much. And people quit people don't quit companies. And that is where this leadership comes into picture. And I will cover 2 more leadership principle maybe in the next book club. I wanted to cover these 3 levels of leadership. So one was we covered was position, which is pretty simple. It could be everywhere in your life. In family, your children treats you as a position initially, but if you start producing, your children will take you as a role model also. So you become a producer as well. Second is permission. Permission is all about relationship. If you build relationship, then you can pass strong messages. आप किसी का ego hurt नहीं कर सकते, but if people feel that you care about them, they will take the strong messages positively. And finally is production, because if production level leadership, if you don't produce results, then you will be limited. आपको लोग lightly लेने लग जाएंगे, आपको लगेगा ये तो बंदा chill है, बात कर लेंगे, then side हो जाएंगे. And that is where if you produce results, then people will start respecting you of results and they'll start following you as well. And I'll end you with a very good, wonderful story on position level leadership. I read in this book 5 Levels of Leadership again. And this is one of the best stories which I have heard about Nelson Mandela. So there was a big businessman named Peter who invited the president to come to his home and have breakfast. And one day they had their appointment. Peter dressed in his best and asked one of the company's drivers, Dumi, to take him to the Mandela's home. तो लोग ड्राइव करते हैं and then they reached Mandela's home. And Peter's amazing. His host was waiting for him. Amazing parking area. मंडेला का घर बहुत अच्छा था और ड्यूमी ने पीटर को ड्रॉप किया. He dropped Peter and then Peter went to Mandela's home and then they went for breakfast. The moment they sat for breakfast, Mandela started thinking. He asked Peter, I think there were 2 people who came to my house, right? Where's the other person? So Peter बोलता है कि yeah, he's there. He's my driver. He's just sitting in the car. He's there. Then Mandela उठता है chair से. He gets out of the chair, goes to the lawn and talks to the driver, builds that relationship, brings him back to his home, makes him sit in the dining table and then addresses, and then they all 3 have the breakfast together. And the moment this incident happened, Peter was amazed with Mandela's humility and his awareness of who are there and how to give importance to people irrespective of the position. And no doubt, most people who have read Mandela's story or who have seen it, the kind of influence he carries is simply amazing because he values people and takes to the next level. And that is where I think most people have, I think one guy talked about Anna Hazare or, Mother Teresa or any wonderful set of leader, which we call as level 5 leader, which is pinnacle, where you just have respect. When you hear that name, आपके दिल से respect आता है automatically. And you just want to follow for what they're doing. So this was my topic for today. I think my dad wanted to cover the last part. Papa, you're there, kya, online?
Yeah. Good evening, friends. Yeah. Today I want to speak about the magic of thinking big, chapter 9. Think right towards the people. Yeah. Success depends on the support of the other people. That means each and every leader or high position who is having a company MD or something like that in a company, his success will be with the effort of managers or executives. Like that, a salesman success will be always with the client or the consumer or the customer. Like your college dean success will be always related with the professors. If the college dean will have the good relation with the all professors, good relation, good contact or something like that, then his success is depending on that. Same way, a writer's success depends on the readers. Who are the readers? If the writer is writing good with good topics and better, then the readers will like, and accordingly, readers writer's success will be there. So why I am telling this? Because each person, each leader, each big position gentleman, his success is always depending on the subordinates or whosoever under working under him. Just like Kiran's, just now Kiran told about the leadership. Leadership's success will be always is co-partner or subordinates. So if a leader means with his team, his subordinates are there. If he keep very good relation with all sort of things, with relation, talk, this, that, all activity, then he is looking after like that, then that leader's success will be there. Same way. So normally what happened, the olden days, there is a king rules. The king ruling, there is not required. The king is showing ego. He doesn't have, see, whatever he is having knowledge or not, he will feel that, yeah, whatever I say, everybody, my all disciples or all this one population of the kingdom has to obey. That means by force. But now it is a democratic country. Democratic means it is a public rule, the ruling of the public. So now the president of a country, if he doesn't have a good relation with the people, then next time, okay, first time he is being elected, but afterward, definitely he is going to fail. So this democratic country, now the success, for the success, he has to think towards the people, means he has to think a good relation or build relationship with the people. So what I want to say, in this way, is you have to think right thing about the people for the building the relationship. Now, for example, in a company, there is a man executive or manager being want to be one board of director, they want to select the manager. So for the selecting the manager, then what the factors will be there? The likability factor. What is the likability factor? That means the board of the director has to select a manager who is being liked with some good quality. He is a better posture, he is a better behavior, good knowledge, and if everything is there, then he is a likable. Now one is having the technical factor. The technical factor is having only, he is having technical, but he is not likable. He is very knowledgeable, but he is not likable. Then most of the cases, likable factor manager are to be selected. That is the maximum all of the company or everywhere, anywhere in, for example, in colleges, deans, what they do, they will think the selecting a professor, whether he is fit for that job, whether students will like them or like that gentleman or not. Then he is cooperative with the other staff. These all things, characters, they are taking care and selecting as a professor in the college. So what happened nowadays, the likable factor is very, very more important. Out of 10 cases, out of 10, 9 cases will be selected as a likable factor comparing to the actual knowledgeable and technical factor. Because he is having knowledge, technical, but teacher, students will not like, because he is only having the ego whatever he is having knowledge, he will so, but he will not show the affection towards the student. So that way, the downfall of the student will not score the mark. That way, deans are very getting afraid of, and they will select whoever is having the likable factor. So, what I want to say about this, today's my topic is this one. Now my next topic will be in the next week. What are the successful people have planned for liking the people, and they have to think the correct. They have to adopt a correct technique for thinking towards right towards the people. Thank you, Kiran.
Wonderful. Thank you, Papa. It was very concise and precise topic you've covered from the book, chapter 9. Thank you so much for sharing. I think people who don't know my dad, so Papa, you can introduce yourself also, no? Your experience.
Yeah.
What
Okay.
do you?
Yeah. I had. So this is my second inning. Actually, first 20 years I worked in Indian Air Force as technical instructor, mechanical engineer. And now I'm working in a private company. After getting retired, I'm working in a private company as a product support manager.
Thank you so much, Papa. I think the best part, what I like about him is, hunger of growth. No matter whichever age you are, book to sabko hai, grow karne ki. And the kind of impact he wanted to create, I've seen him really, the hard work and the kind of quality which I've gained from him is priceless, because he is one person I've seen work so damn hard that I've never seen anyone working that hard. And maybe some qualities I've taken from him, trying to implement in my life. And thank you so much. Yes, so grateful to have you, Papa. Great.
Thank you.
It's
But,
what I say, yeah.
Bole, Papa.
Hello. I want to share one small story I have forgotten.
Sure.
Actually, at the can I? Okay.
Yeah,
Only
sure.
1 to 2 minutes.
Yeah.
What I want to say, though, even related to my today's topic only. So when I was in same as an instructor, I was working before that selection of instructor. Okay, may not be I am fully knowledgeable, but the way I behave with the staff, with the student, with this one, actually before getting selected as an instructor, there was a floor test. So there was 15 person. Out of 15, they will select 5. So out of 15, they have selected 5. Out of 5, I was selected. So how it was? Because of my relation with the my colleague, my staff, my elders or seniors, then they have selected. That's what I want to say. Not only knowledge is important for a leader, but the relations building up with the subordinates, with the seniors, or you can work as a media. In medium, the below level and upper level, you got to fulfill their demand. You got to make them happy. That way, my quality was there. Okay, I'm not proud to say. I'm not showing that ego that I was doing good thing, but I say that one should show this potentiality and should be likable with his seniors and as well as his juniors or subordinate who's are in their post. Thanks, sir. Thanks, Ken.
Thank you, Papa. Every time I call him, you'll get one live stories coming naturally. That is what we want, everyone. Awesome. Great.
Actually, I
Chachi,
just
you
wanted to add only one line. Actually, like people in such a elderly people, whatever they say that they those becomes a grace to the other people if it is taken in a positive way. So I every time whenever he comes and speaks something, I keenly listen to him, and that has been a practice for me from before, not from my childhood itself. So it's very difficult to express. So it's awesome, very nice talk and very elaborately and say energetic talk from brother. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Chachu. I think every time father speaks, Chachu also gets excited. Younger. Bye ka pyar. Awesome. Good. Good to see you. So I think we have one more speaker which we missed out. Rajinder ji, आप बोलेंगे क्या? I think आपका भी एक topic prepared है. We have 10 minutes of time.
Yeah, Kiran. Hello everyone. My name is Rajan Singh Rathore, and I am working in IT industry as a software developer. And thanks to Bhushan and Kiran to giving me this opportunity to say something about topic. So today my topic is the big secret of dealing with people, and this topic is how to win friend and influence people. And this chapter basically belongs to one principle provided by author Dale Carnegie. So that principle is the give honest and sincere appreciation, or begin with price and honest appreciation. So in our human nature, uh, people work for two motives: one for basic need, and second for the desire to be great. So if you want to, some people will work for you. So only two way, that is a threat or praise. If you want to, some people will work for you as a threat. So sometimes they will give you result, but after some definitely they will not give proper result. So only one way to deal with people who want to work for you is only press. And human nature, everyone, I think so 99% they are hunger for desire to be great. So only one way, so people will work for you. Everybody want to compliment from some other or praise, because if you will praise some people from your heart, so definitely uh, they will think about you in whole life, and I mean end of his life. So that is a big secret which you deal with people. So in this chapter, author say one story, and one husband and wife went to Girjaghar for prayer, and here some women also is there. So they play one game. So wife to say her husband, ki just tell me my 6 mistake. So then I will correct these mistakes. So when that husband is listen, so he was shocked ki what she is asking. So husband said ki okay, give me one night, and tomorrow I will count your mistakes. So that time husband was thinking ki she has a lots of mistake, around 600. She is asking only 6 mistake, but whole night he was thinking, and in morning time he wrote one message ki in my I start with I start my life with you. I didn't find any 6 mistake. You don't have any mistake. And he went his office, and so that time his wife was thinking ki I am grateful ki I have a like this husband, and she didn't find any mistake with me. So she was waiting for dinner and evening. So finally that author said that actually main motive was this story ki everybody hunger for desire to be importance. That is a major principle of this chapter. So thanks. And the next chapter I will continue to next session. Thank you, Kiran and Bhushan.
Wonderful, Rajendra ji. I think after a long time I saw you. Really appreciate you taking out time and putting effort to speak on the topic. And I hope you are doing good as well.
Thank you, Kiran.
Thank you. Wonderful. Great. So I think we are almost end to the book club for today. Before we end, I wanted to summarize. So you all have to help me. From the starting, people who have spoken, आप सबको याद करना पड़ेगा, and एक point बोलना पड़ेगा कि whatever you remember about the topic. ठीक है? So let's say who remember what Prakash spoke? Prakash.
Asset and liability.
Asset and liability. Who? अच्छा, सौरभ ने बोला. Okay. ओके, भूषण जी ने बोला, ग्रेट। तो प्रकाश का हो गया एसेट एंड लायबिलिटी। एंड एसेट एंड लायबिलिटी में आपको किसी को कोई याद है कोई स्पेसिफिक पॉइंट? प्रकाश ने एग्जांपल भी लिया था, एनीवन रिमेंबर्स?
He was speaking about the home loan.
Home loan, yeah.
Yeah, so he took about appreciating asset, depreciating asset. He was talking about his own life examples. Wonderful. So प्रकाश का जॉब पूरा हुआ लोगों को याद रहा टॉपिक, ग्रेट। नेक्स्ट वी हैड सहाना। सहाना का कौन याद रखता है टॉपिक? इट इज प्रीटी इंटरेस्टिंग टॉपिक। Who remembers Sahana's topic? People who have not spoken, they have to speak, okay? We have 21 people, so we have around 10 topics. So people have already spoken, they won't be speaking. कौन बोलेगा? Quick. You can unmute and speak, or else I can call the name if people are feeling shy. किसको याद है? Quick.